でもやまない。そっけない君の笑顔が恋しくて、星に願うのまた会えるよね。
Bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Why is it not working? I never get it.
Hello, Heroes
friends.
3.
Well, hello.
Hi, friend.
Doo doo. Boo doo doo boo boo doo 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 doo. Ew. Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
That timing with that was perfect. That was with me getting hit.
oh. There's some reverb to that one. Oh yeah. Oh, here it comes. Every time.
Back in the butt. Bunko night. What the heck is Bunko?
Old person's game.
Are you playing on a Fury or G-Stroy?
I'm just doing the brain,
Normal.
the practice.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? How do you just knock me out?
The just hey, which they call it practice, but it's really just like level select. They have the new stuff, the Anamushu, which is weird. I don't know if you've seen it, but you have like stances. So that's like the only change with the DLC.
I did not know about this.
Yeah, this was last month.
Yeah, didn't they just release DLC for it, which is wild?
Yeah, like,
been, like, 4
legitimately it was
years.
end of June.
And they're all like, I don't want to make Fury 2.
Well, Boog and I were talking about that, and I think it's kind of this was a passion project, and they did what they wanted to do with it. Doing a second one would probably end up feeling forced.
Probably couldn't get as good of a soundtrack together.
That'd be difficult to do.
Yeah, that would be very difficult.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so that's like the gauge underneath my health is that form, and then there's also this, which is slower but more damage, and instead of like having like a full-on dash, you just have a roll.
Slower in Fury. No.
I'm
That's a close
pretty
combat.
sure this person I was doing carries for is like an 8-year-old child.
Dude, 8-year-old kids are damn good at video games.
But he's typing in all caps, is very slow to respond, and seems highly distracted.
So he could be 8 or 68. You don't know.
That's true. Which side of the bell curve are we on? I don't know.
Someone doesn't answer emails all day, I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, is this character you're fighting somebody writing somebody? So
No, it's just like a chick tied to like a Segway
I'm gonna go grab my wine because I forgot
with
to
a
do that.
lamp head.
Big tied to. Yes. Oh, I see.
They're all kind of weird.
That's cool. I like weird.
It's a good weird. It's a real fun game.
I always mix this game up with Hyper Light Drifter for some reason.
Main character has a somewhat similar design.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, am I wrong? Was the main bad guy in Children of the Corn Malachi? Yeah, it was. Why would that guy name his kid Malachi? That's weird to me.
Malachi? That's like.
Well, a biblical name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like. Bad guy's name. I was gonna.
Oh, the kid who's Malachi in Children really creepy. Boy. Oh yeah, that one's not Malachi, that's another one. But that guy he does have some whatchamacallit.
Oh, I just realized swapping forms gives you a like buff to the form to start.
I see that charge up there.
I have returned.
You have returned.
Yes. He's very excited. Yeah, very nice.
Okay. There's Malachi.
Well, there's a lot of things to read here.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and get ready to actually play the game.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
New favorite cryptid locals. I love it. A long read, but worth it. Also, this music reminds me, because Troy, when the fuck are you gonna finish playing through?
When he wants to.
It's on the docket.
Because I want to
It's
join
on the
for things
rotation.
and watch reactions and everything. So you must at
Probably-
least let us know when you're doing that.
Yeah, I will. Maybe
there's
I'll
maintenance
be
right now.
tonight? Oh, then never mind. Maybe not.
Also, hopefully not at 3 in the morning as well.
I'll try not to. That's what I'll say about that. And if I do, I will stream it on Twitch so that the VOD is around.
And you can watch a guest boo and the And we can hear him do the
NANI?! That's fucking startled me.
No, I'm
as
sorry,
as
I know.
advertised.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's probably closer to this, right?
Wow.
He would just be just doing
Yeah.
that reaction the entire time.
Well, based off of like my reactions to things previously that I probably should have reacted to differently, I also could make a joke like at any given time, no matter how serious the scenario.
So you'd be giving it a yeah.
Oh boy.
No, I could have with the big death in Heaven's word.
Oh,
Virus.
yeah, even I didn't really like crazy react to that.
No,
my
I-
response to that was maybe now he'll get off my dick.
Oh.
That was
Mine
my
was-
response to it.
That was more like melancholy and pity. It's
Yeah.
sort of like, damn it, he almost made it.
Yeah.
It
I
was
think
like more
that-
that than
that-
anything else.
Is a general thing for me is my response to trauma is usually making jokes.
Gallows humor.
Yeah.
Gallows humor.
Which, talking to a boog, apparently that is very much not a thing in Japan.
Huh?
Gallows humor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably very culturally
Cultural,
specific.
yeah, for sure.
Mhm. It's like, if you say, like, I want to die, people will be like, oh no, what did I do that makes them not want to live anymore? I'm so sorry.
It also is that, like, suicide is a huge
Mhm.
issue in Japan.
Yeah.
Ironic. Well, no, ironic's the wrong word here. Interestingly, even that's the wrong word.
Just going through the
It's
words.
so interesting at all, trust me, guys.
choosing.
The per
Let's just
capita
go-
suicide rate of the United States is very close to Japan now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's sort of glossed over because
Fun
a lot
fact.
of people talk about there's 40,000 gun deaths in this year.
Mhm.
Good 2/3 of those are suicide, which still leaves a shitload that are murders and other things, but still, that's a lot. And Finland, for example, is another country that's known for its happy people and high suicide rate. So who knows? There's things that go. It's a complicated thing, and one that should probably be addressed more holistically. Certainly in our country.
Welcome to my life of supporting trauma responsive care
Yeah.
and social emotional wellness. Health is not just
It's not.
happiness.
Mhm. Yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll get things going. So, last session centered around the party finding and finding and talking with Hirokin and realizing what he did in order to kind of crush the lovely mummy lord in the casket, and finding the strange staff that was contained in the casket as well, which Thad took a hold of. The party then navigated their way over to the Mythalar, the large glowing orb in the center of the city that you know to be the thing that can control weather and can actually levitate this city and the stuff around it. Upon finding it, you did some inspection. Valhalla interacted with it, figured out that it wasn't the best thing to, touch, and started to feel that y'all were beginning to attune to the thing. Once the attunement started and you all started your kind of short rest, suddenly something rumbled from beneath you and dug up. You fought a tomb taker, or a tomb trapper, which is a construct made by the Netherese wizards to hunt down heavily magical items and heavily magical beings, mainly in the Underdark. So, this thing, feeling the Mythalar being attuned to and activated, ended up coming on up to see what the commotion was about and trying to beat the crap out of you. Luckily, you beat the crap out of it, and it was an easy fight. Some of you attuned to the Mythalar and started to begin the process of turning the weather to hot, casting the spell of control weather via it. You also encountered Noggin, your friendly steel golem. That's what he is, right? Iron golem. Your friendly iron golem. And Valhalla sent him on a mission to start breaking down the ice that is... Valhalla asked him nicely to go start breaking down the ice that was on the perimeter of the city. He immediately started to go off and do. You also started to have a conversation with Kingsport at this point and the tribesmen who arrived, mainly around when the army of, or the forces of Oral will be arriving. And it seems that they'll be reaching the caves in about a day. So, with the weather turning warmer outside and Oral's forces rapidly approaching, you all decide that it is time that you take a long rest and try to gear up for the oncoming battle that is inevitable for the next day. So, during this time, Mr. Kalis retreats to his lamp to go asleep. He does. And the rest of the party...
He doesn't.
Well, he goes into his lamp. Not here. So, he's in his lamp. And the rest of the party... where would you think you'd want to actually take your long rest? Would it be by the Mythalar, or where do you think you would go?
Like touching the Mythalar, obviously.
Yeah, the eternal long rest by just leaning up against the Mythalar.
You roll over and
Just
sleep.
bug zapper
do,
sounds in the middle of the night.
Desire non-existence.
You just need the camera angle from across the city. You just hear bzz, a little
Yep.
flashlight.
Legitimately
There's
is
a game
bug
over
zapper.
play. Yeah.
A big fucking bug zapper. Holy shit.
What's that? It's the scene from Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh god. But
Yeah.
I do think, real talk, I do think we should stay near the Mythalar. Make sure no one fucks with it. And I think we're fairly certain. We keep watches, but I'm pretty sure we've done most of the clearing out of this place at this point. Though there's probably
Damn
some planning to do and some things to prep and look around. I have some ideas at least, but they'll probably come after the long rest.
Okay.
A whole minute behind Destroy.
2 bug
Yeah,
zapper.
I was
Bug zapper on bug zapper. Okay,
Okay,
well.
I have the GIF thing up in front of the GIF showing up.
Okay.
Also, just as probably relevant, but this thing here, which has the nice little remote viewing platform, is very close to us, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you already know
That's
that most distances
A few hundred feet,
are,
yeah.
like, you could throw some shit at that probably.
Okay. I may use my watch to do that.
Sure. Okay.
So we'll get to that point. There's some other things we need to do before we take the rest, though, which was just to quickly redistribute any of the gear as needed. We made a note to do that. I don't know if there's anything that important, but good just to get out of the way.
Sure, we should. Yeah, we can discuss that. I mean, I think Valhalla doesn't have too much that they would want to redistribute. I can remember. I think most people were good. I think you were the only one who has now had extra.
Okay, I'll just give away
You
some
have to
goodies.
figure out which of your 30 bonk sticks to use.
I only have 2. I don't know where this thought that I have all these bonk sticks came from.
Well, let's see. So Valhalla has these nuts and no, a Ring of the Ram, which needs to be attuned, a Skull Wand, which just glows. That's not anything. That's basically about it.
Yeah, I had a list of a few things to give. I linked it. I'm scrolling up to go find it. There we go. The 2 big ones were the scrolls.
Or the
That's something we
scrolls.
still... Yeah, Scroll of the Comet and Scroll of Tarrasque Summoning. Oh, and also Slugward. Someone had an open slot if they wanted to wear it.
Well, that's another one of those things where you can take it off and just keep it with you because really,
Mhm.
I don't know how useful detect thoughts will be during combat as an action.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, here's one question. Well, I guess this probably would depend on some. Well, we'll figure that out. I was gonna ask Valhalla a question. Yeah, what would she wake up as? But let's see. Yeah,
I
you
know
what?
I'll give... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna just say, like, yeah, the only thing that Valhalla has that would like really matter is the Ring of the Ram, because I don't think he has. You wouldn't use Ring of the Ram. I mean, it's a ranged attack. It's a really good ranged attack. It has 3 charges. You can spend up to 3 of its charges to make a ranged attack spell. That's a +7 to hit. On hit, for each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's good. Yep. I think you're just attuned to that. Yeah, because you've given returning weapon is on bag holding doesn't require returning weapon is off on Demavand. You don't have enhanced weapon on anybody. That could be something that would be useful to give to somebody. Oh yeah, sorry.
I mean, also, I think
Was it?
everybody has magical weapons.
Team just rolled in and just said butt.
Did you say
Very
bud
important.
pack?
Oh, no, no.
These are all.
Oh,
This
but-
is old.
I said butt back. She said, yeah, sorry. I'm distracted.
Oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff here that we completely forgot about. Yeah.
I have the back.
Yep.
I have the
Somebody does.
ogre.
We never, dude. I think we came up with these things and nobody actually used them. Cloak of Protection and Ogre Gauntlets.
Those other two.
Oh shit. Those are
Yeah.
Tumen items too, right?
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
Be.
Oh no, I think
I have the
no.
ogre gauntlet.
You have the gauntlets of. You have bracers of protection.
Yes, that's it. Not the cloak of
Yeah.
protection.
Ogre
Gauntlet.
gauntlets set your strength to
Strength.
19, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Ogre Gauntlets set
That's
your strength to
definitely not me.
19.
I mean,
I don't know if anyone else.
Give it to Kalis.
Just stuff it down the lantern.
I actually kind of think it would make sense for Crix to have them because Crix is in melee a lot. But doesn't have. He has a +1 strength modifier.
So you're
Actually,
saying for
does my
punching?
no, not for punching, but like my staff. I think actually, does that staff use?
Quarterstaffs are.
Yeah,
what's
they
it
can
called?
be strength, but it's
They can be either.
Actually, no. They're only either on monks.
Oh, monk privilege.
They're a monk weapon, so they get your martial arts stuff.
Also a cloak of
As a
Not
magic, yeah. So it would be that would be a better chance for me to hit with my base weapon. Technically, not a better chance to hit with my fist weapons, though.
Are you not full up on entombment slots then? Yeah, one open.
I think right now, the magic items I have is I have the staff. I have a spider robe, which I gave up so somebody else can have that because I.
Hey, Kolra, do you still have the enhanced arcane focus? What?
I mean, I have it in my list, but it's turned off because I'm
Yeah, it's
pretty
off.
sure we decided to put it on something else.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we
this
weren't-
is old.
So like it was one of the no, we put X's in them because we're not using them. The homunculus died. The enhanced arcane focus became just not an.
Got it.
The repeating shot we never used.
Yeah, so it is the okay.
So
Yeah.
those are the ones we have, but that aren't being. So it's bag of holding, weapon, or pick
It's
took
longer
back. Then the ogre gauntlets protection,
Yep.
but we've never actually done anything.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power. It's ogre. It's all ogre for you. Oh, never mind.
I mean, so I have 3 things that I could attune to, but I don't really need the Cloak of Elvenkind
I think
because
What does that do again?
that is
stealthy stuff.
stealthy stuff. Cloak of Elvenkind is with the hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dex stealth checks.
Yeah, I think Valhalla would actually benefit from the Cloak of Protection because her AC is 13. Pretty easy to hit.
Yeah.
That's probably why we picked.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
we just
never
added
put it on. Yeah, we just forgot. All right. So adding Cloak of Protection to
Valhalla.
Also, one more thing that might be not an item to use, but just to hold on to, it makes sense, is those quicksilver vials. Sounds like something you might be able to do something with, or just stick them in the bag of holding, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay, so just put those in there. Yeah.
4 quick or 5 quick files.
And then
Oh yeah, Crix, if you want the Ogre Gauntlets, I don't know if anybody else rolls with strength on stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but I already have a +4 dex, so.
Yeah, I'm at 18 strength, so like
Or
wouldn't
plus
do
5.
anything.
Yeah, because 19 only brings it up to 4, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need strength at all, so.
So we could do Ogre Gauntlets to Crix.
I have a negative.
All of a sudden, Valhalla just gets ripped.
Just my forearm.
Oh,
Just-
goes
Just
pop
like
by.
very veiny, yeah.
It's full Popeye.
Wolhana.
Swan.
All right, so it sounds like yeah. So Crix, if you want to just put if you want to equip gauntlets as your fourth one or third one.
Yeah. In which case, I don't have the Cloak of the Elven Kind anymore. I still have the Wand of Web. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Shoot,
Those sort of things. Those sort of things we can just leave in inventories and like throw out if we need them or something.
section.
Yeah.
Ring of the Ram. Ram Ranch Ring.
Ring.
Ring Ram Ranch.
Ramrod.
Yeah. All right. But that was not what I meant to close.
18 naked kobolds. Ram Ranch.
Oh, God.
Alrighty. All right. Well.
Oh, last one.
Who'd have been it?
Scroll of Tarask summoning. We don't want to use this, but this is the red button. This is the red button if things go poorly. Who's the most likely one to be able to pull that one off?
One of the casters.
I'll take it. I can read.
I actually thought we were going to give it. It's up to you because you can cast with Constitution.
That is my spell casting ability. Yes.
Yeah. So just so we're aware, everybody's aware of how we're going to be rolling it. As discussed, it doesn't need to be in your spell list in order to use it, because that actually makes no sense, because who the fuck would be able to cast the Comet spell or the I guess it would only ever be wizards. So for something I will say as like a non-spell casting class, like you don't actually have spells, it will be a harder DC to use the spell, to activate it. As a spell casting class, it'll be not as easy as like a wizard would be the best person to have it, right? Like
Yeah,
obviously,
and
that's the one-to-one analog. So the way I'm thinking about it is that it would be still a pretty difficult role for a non-wizard spellcaster to utilize it. So
Okay, and so I guess it'd be between Valhalla and Iroken then, because one's gonna be a caster with decent spell stats, and then one's just beefy boy you can read.
Valhalla does have a +5 now to her intelligence.
Oh,
modifier.
yes.
I give that to her.
Yeah, we give it. And
She can read good.
as we're doing all, imagine right now that we're all kind of on a campfire, just like bags open, rummaging, getting ready to like. It's like we're getting ready for a camping trip. And
I was going in the bag of holding, just bringing out
Yeah. it's like the shed. You just like go in and out of it as you're loading it up.
Where did we get this?
But I'll bring out I believe it's in a container, the fancy looking scroll container, and Vahana, this thing right here is bad. It's very bad.
You want to give her
But
both?
if things, I'm gonna hold on to the comment one. I have a thought about that one, so I'm gonna hand over the Tarask one. So if things go south and we're all gonna die, well, this might be our last chance. But consider, you will change the world with this one. Choose wisely. Okay, here, and that's either you. So you have the Tarask scroll.
Apocalypse.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to trying to pull it out of the bag of holding.
Scroll of the
Like,
apocalypse.
scroll. Like, come to me.
So, while you guys are all kind of dealing with divvying out the magical items, etc., Zero, your doppelganger friend, and Kingsport and the tribesmen, they actually are going to go head over to the ice bridge to keep an eye out there to make sure that you get ample warning as soon as anything is seen. So, they're off and away, leaving the main party here to long rest for the night. So,
Hold on, time out real fast. Which they said 8 months away from greatness. I read that originally 8 months of greatness or whatever, and I'm like, you've only been subscribed for 8 months. That's impossible. And then I looked and I'm like, never mind. I get it.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Soon.
Nice.
Sorry, that
So, the party does the equivalent of bedding down for the night, prepping your spells for the next morning, whatever you're going to be, whatever you want to have. One thing I think that the group can help Valhana figure out is what spell to put on their...
Val is a
her, sorry.
But is
Yeah, what spell
like
to put
you
on
can call her a her.
their... what spell to put on her spell storing item.
I think that
And that's
I
something that
can
can be
give
used by
anyone-
anybody?
That can be used by anyone that uses my spellcasting modifier
That's right.
in order
Okay.
to cast it. So
What
anyone
second level
can cast
spells do you know?
spell. I have. Okay, I'll
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Okay, can you grab me one too? Okay, second level spells that I have because it can be up to level 2, right, Scuzz?
I think
Be
up
up to
to
level
second
2?
level, yeah.
Yep, up to
Okay.
second level.
So it makes most sense for value, something in there.
So, Flaming Sphere, Acid Air, Melf's Acid Arrow, Aid, Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blur, Continuous Flame, Dark Vision, Enhance Ability, Enlarge Reduce, Heat Metal, Invisibility, Lesser Restoration, Levitate, Magic Mouth, Magic Weapon, Protection from Poison, Pyrotechnics, Rope Trick, Sea Invisibility, Skywrite, Spider Climb, and Web. But the other
There's a
thing
lot.
is it can
Well,
be,
that didn't need blur.
but it can be
I was
casted
going to say,
at-
blur, invisibility, and levitate are all useful regardless.
But it'd be-
Blur,
If I'm not mistaken, it could be casted at level 2, so it could be like cautious cosmic
first
brew
level?
or snare
Mhm.
or
yeah, definitely could be a first level spell.
Yeah,
Like,
what's
fairy
useful
fire
in
or
there? I mean, it could be damage. I feel like something like this is most likely to be value with utility, but we could
think-
put some damage. Oh, catapult would be good. Second level catapult's pretty good.
Second level catapult would be pretty good. It also might be what I'm trying to think of what of those are bonus actions. Like
They don't have to-
healing.
It can't
Do you
be
have healing
so.
word?
It has to be an action to use.
it's still
an action to use.
it's an action to activate because I
Oh.
asked the same thing. I was like, well, what if it did like a bonus action because then it could be whatever. But he said it's an action to activate it, so it wouldn't actually.
Gotcha. Okay, so better to do action spells then.
Yeah.
I feel
ultimately.
invisibility is a very powerful one for a second level spell,
I
and
think
anyone could use it.
blur would be really good. For
Blur
you.
is
But
good
this is
too.
something you can use up to 10 times.
Oh,
It's pretty
Then-
wild.
then all of a sudden damage abilities become more useful.
Yeah.
Okay, can you pop?
Hmm.
I'm watching the stream. Can you pop open blur real quick? I want to see the.
I'm just gonna post it.
Blur.
Oh, that works too. Blur.
Disadvantage, right?
Any creature has disadvantage against you.
Blindside or true sight.
So that's the
doesn't
other thing. It doesn't.
Concentration.
That one doesn't. So okay, there's okay, invisibility, level 2. But that's up
I
to an
can-
hour. So like that's because this is 10
How
times
does that
in
work
a day.
with concentration?
This is 10
it...
times in a day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10
Where is
times
it?
per day.
Take an action. to choose
Oh,
a-
it stays until you. It stays indefinitely until level 10.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you could prepare it ahead of time.
So how does
Who
concentration?
thought this was balanced?
Jesus.
How does
Concentra-
concentration work with it?
It
Because
says
there's
it says right here, if the spell requires a concentration, the creature must concentrate. So whoever
Okay.
uses it has to
So it's
concentrate.
still it's
Interestingly,
it's a
you
spell.
could put blur on it, and we could just pass it all around right before the fight starts.
Take a hit, pass it
We'll take
around.
a hit of the blur.
Blur and pass it on.
Yes.
It'll-
The
I
only,
take 2
it only
blurs in the
lasts for a
morning.
minute,
the
So,
only
if
thing
it's-
that would the only caveat there is Hyrokin would not be able to utilize it because as soon as
Because
he
you
would
wouldn't be able
rage,
to
he would break
concentrate on it. Yep.
And I
maybe it'd
really,
be-
I have too many concentration effects. I probably not want to use it actually
Yeah.
with my
So,
cleric stuff.
We could all do
Interesting, then.
invisibility. No, I'm kidding.
invisibility is also concentration, isn't it?
Okay, so.
But you could pass it around, and everyone could do it themselves.
That's
so that is
true.
something we
could
could
also
prep with
just
that.
have a ton of flaming sphere.
Yeah, or someone who doesn't have range, which would be
Flaming.
mostly
sphere.
Hyrokin, could
I
have.
have very minimal. Yeah.
Yeah, you could give like catapult to Hyrokin, so if he's not mad,
Catapult.
catapult.
But I can pass this
Give
at
it,
level
give it
2?
to me.
and if he's not angry, he can just yeet rocks. That actually would be pretty good to give you an option, because I have a feeling that there may be some trickiness, and having a range thing for you might be useful. I'm not saying it's the only or the best choice, but it is an option, and I kind of like
But
it.
it
I have
also
It's
says
also
choose
funny.
one
abilities, but-
object weighing 1 to 5 pounds with.
Yeah,
range.
when you upcast it, it goes an additional 5 pounds.
So second level would that? Okay, so that would be an extra
10
D8 in
rock.
damage.
You're in a ruined city.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
so
that's a
it'd be
problem.
Pretty easy to
Yeah.
find.
Plus, just watching the cat yeet rocks would be hilarious.
There's also a fairy fire, expeditious retreat, cure wounds,
That could be
Ray.
good.
ray of sickness, sanctuary.
Cure wounds makes that just a healing rock you could pass around.
Yep.
That would be very good, actually. You can even throw it. You could use an action to throw it to somebody.
And at level
Yeah.
2, healing increased by 1d8.
So you would
Actually,
have.
But
you
and
can-
it uses your modifiers. Good, because you have the bone.
You can pass off an item as a free action.
But I'm saying, like, if we're far apart across the battlefield, you could still. Some of us who are more martial could probably throw it to others, and
Yeeting it would still be a free action. Throwing something is
Is
a
it?
free action. Yeah.
Tossing
Unless
it-
you were making
I would,
an
I would
attack
allow
with
it.
it.
I would definitely allow it. There
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like a dex.
There's
dex
also
thingy.
featherfall, jump, long strider, snare. Enhance ability. Oh, it's concentration again.
Mhm. Concentration isn't necessarily like bad.
It just
No,
uh,
it just kind of defeats the purpose for some
Yeah.
people if we're thinking of it
Yeah.
in a baton that like a
Yeah.
relay race, but
I think right now the best alternative, the best options,
Like a
are
catapult.
catapult or healing at level 2.
yeah, and the
Yeah,
comes
level
into
2 cure wounds is pretty
it's
good.
it seems like the safe play, and for some reason I imagine our combat somehow turning into the play from the big game in
'Cause
1989
so-
or whatever, just tossing a rock around
Okay,
laterals
so-
as we're trying to stay alive. But
so
I
cure
love it for that.
wounds. Cure wounds for me would be 2d8 plus 8.
Which is
essentially.
huge. That's
Yeah,
How we want
17 on
is
average.
Whoever holds on to it, just make sure that I have the Valhalla rock, and then
I have
use
the rock.
Valhalla rock, and then Valhalla uses
And then
the
I
rock,
would
just cast
roll
your
cure
spell.
wounds.
Yeah.
But it's
I like
basically
that.
2d8
Yeah.
plus 8 of healing.
Between that and my channel divinity, we
And
would
I-
have so much coverage.
Well, and
Mhm.
I can also heal, so I can still
Yeah.
cast spells.
Yep.
And,
I also have heals.
and that's up to 10 times.
And we already have Demivan cannon for damage, so
hmm
and I can do. I mean, Crix can do, but I can do. But Hyro can shred. So we have plenty of.
I say we make the
Offensive
decision as a party,
Yeah.
Okay.
as a group, and
so
it'll be
we'll
cure
do
wounds
cure
level 2.
wounds. Cure wounds
Yeah,
level
I think
2
that I like it.
on the
It's now
Thanks, guys.
it's now formally called the Rock.
I think this makes Artificers technically the best healer in the game.
Oh wait, what are we though? What object am I touching? Are we passing around a rock?
What would you put
Is
it
it
on?
literally a rock?
Yeah,
I
it
guess
could
you
be.
Be the
choose.
rock.
It could be the
It's
corpse
It's a
of. It
spell
could be
storing
the.
item. It's anything.
How about
Object.
Yeah,
Oh no! A
it-
simple or martial weapon or an item you can choose. You can use it as spellcasting.
Okay, I'm looking at my
You know
inventory.
the
We gotta find something
Michael
fun.
I have
I have a basilisk thing.
That'd be cool.
Which
Could I
one?
use it on the basilisk thing and use that as like a spellcasting focus?
As long
I
as
have
we
to
don't stab
actually
ourselves with it when we're throwing it
I have
around.
to
if we
actually
to.
have a spellcasting focus.
I have a hunting trap.
Wait, I have a collapsible 30-foot ladder.
No,
That
I-
is-
it says-
You want to chuck that around a battlefield?
No,
I can reach out and touch
No,
people
it
30
says a
feet away.
martial weapon or
so this is
something you
hilarious.
can use as a spellcasting focus.
Valhalla has darts.
I have darts.
You could literally.
I could load up a dart with it.
I could.
Can a bag of darts be one item?
Somehow
And then you can
Dieter's
kind of-
arrived in this campaign.
Yes.
Okay, but a dart does 1d4 plus 1 piercing, so then you subtract that from my 2d8 plus
No,
8
don't worry
healing.
about it too much. But a dart
No,
would
you
work.
can literally just.
Well, you could
toss
also,
it, toss
as,
it.
as
I
we're
could
prepping,
blunt,
you
I
could.
could blunt
you,
the dart.
I'm gonna say exactly. You can prep them to be more like just a dummy dart that you can toss and
Yeah,
catch.
like
In fact, that even makes it easier
I
for
can
that.
remove the point from it.
Okay, so it's on a dummy
Yeah.
dart.
It's on a
Dulled dart.
it's on a practice dart.
Okay. Great.
Ooh, it's like one of the what the fuck is it, birdies?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Like the things that you
A heavier
throw and
version?
hit them with a racket.
Yeah.
Are they
Oh, yeah.
birdies?
Yeah, that's cool, birdie.
Yeah. It's like a birdie. Which will make it easier to throw across the field.
So it looks like I don't know if there's anything prep instead
Oh,
of
okay.
this.
So did any of those spells that I was listing off sound like good prep spells?
I would just say whatever makes sense that you
For someone
would
who
use in
can
combat.
use concentration. Because I focus on support. I
That's a-
like sanctuary.
Like the only
Lesser
to do.
restoration. Well, look at my level 3.
You've already picked it up. Did revivify. Actually,
Oh.
pick one more third if you want.
Have magic ashes. Die. Select 4.
Psychic damage. Oh. Advantage on
Charisma and
intelligence, wisdom, and
intelligence
charisma saving.
Yeah, that's
Dummies.
yes.
We're not.
Let's just say if anybody has to make a charisma saving throw, no.
I feel like a lot of. Yep.
I mean, actually though, I have a +3 int and a +4 wisdom.
I think most people are fine. In all honesty, I think
Yeah.
that oh what? This would actually be a good spell magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have it as well, but there's having multiple people who can do it is going to be very helpful.
Yeah. I also have it.
Because you're never sure if you're going to be in range or in alive
You
or
guys,
whatever.
This
So
is my trick. I have the DM select them.
Haha! Married to the DM. comes with perks.
Also though, I would 100% feel like Scuzz would purposefully not pick spells that he knows will be good.
I'm not out to get you.
no, I don't see that.
Well,
you may not pick
you
optimal
could-
ones, but
He
Yeah,
may not pick the most optimal,
Oh.
but he wouldn't.
you would pick spells based off of what you would expect as a player.
Okay, so here's what I think. Maybe if people already have spell magic, a good third level utility spell is protection from energy, where you could do protection from.
Yep. We all have cold potions we're gonna sip though for sure.
Oh,
those
I also
last
need
for
to
an hour, right? So it's still.
Like, get ready
And,
now.
yeah, what is
so
it?
that it's not something forgotten about. Go back to my
Ooh.
page.
Hold up. Sorry. One last thing, which would be: do either of the casters have a glyph of warding as part of their thing?
What level is that?
Third.
3rd. No, I do not.
That could be cool.
I do. Wait, I do have that.
But do you have it prepped or no?
No, but I could. As a cleric, I could easily just do that.
That could be something
overnight.
interesting for Valhalla to have prepped, because it's literally a landmine that you can put somewhere.
Yeah. I wasn't going to pick it because I have other things that are equally useful. But that, if you want to pick that, that could be good.
If I didn't prep it though, how
You can't.
long?
You have to prep at long rest.
Which we're doing now.
So this is the time.
Oh, I see. You're saying the setup ahead of.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't set up ahead of time.
Question. We probably assume that Oral is going to be resistant to fire damage, right?
I have no reason to believe that. Ice melts.
Probably immune to cold and not resistant to fire.
Oh, wait,
Probably.
we have Elemental Adept anyways,
Yeah,
which we...
That
Which-
is.
Yeah.
That's the Hamon classic.
Yeah.
reach, reach out and
Fire.
torch some demons. I mean devils. So I also have one spell to do before we go to sleep for the night.
Okay, there's things. Yeah, and there's other. I just realized too that Derpy needs to. We need to figure out her actual amount of stuff that she. the number of spells she can make is now realistic. For Artificer, it is equal to your intelligence modifier 5 plus half your 5 rounded down 11 spells.
Oh.
Yeah, that's much more than I have currently. So
that's
there's
a lot more than I have currently.
you have 4 more
So
spells.
I will also have.
All right, so just go ham and pick. Okay.
Glyph and protection.
Take it all.
Magic mouth. No.
Magic mouth. What that magic mouth do?
What that magic mouth do?
Oh, that's a really underrated spell. That's really good.
Like that one. You know what? Let's just fucking blur. Just
I'm gonna laugh at that. Ends up saving the party at some point.
yeah. I mean, I got haste. Might as well also have blur.
Placed.
What if I use the?
You have the caffeine spell combo is what you got.
Yeah. Caffeine.
Right. Cool.
Coffee. No, I needed to roll my.
Oh.
my...
What is it? I forget. Have. Yes, because experimental elixir. Oing.
That. Now it's not gonna be a secret.
You don't really want it to be a secret.
Yeah, cause I rolled.
2 at 6 level. Okay, so 2 at 6 level. So you need to do 2d.
I think we've seen all these at this point.
1 and a 4. Healing potion
So someone
and
that's healing some-
boldness. Oh, that boldness is a bless in a bottle.
Yeah, that goes. I would say Demavant for that one.
No, Demovan hits consistently. Like, I feel like
I
it
think
should.
Thad.
Attack roll
That-
and saving throw.
Okay, that would be good for me.
Here's the thing: is like he has so many attacks that he's gonna do damage every turn, no matter what. I think it's better to put the boldness on a spellcaster,
Oh.
because then when they
Oh,
commit
the one
resources,
big. Yeah.
they aren't as likely to lose those resources.
Fair enough. Okay, you guys can argue who wants that. The healing pot probably just can stay on Valhalla, and this can
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, because you're the
emergency
you're
stuff.
the utility bot. You need to stay alive.
Yeah. Healing stays with Valhalla. I would say, just based off of my luck, the last
yeah, you actually rolled
number of
absolute
sessions.
ass.
So I would say just give me the boldness because I suck at rolling.
Okay,
with
so
Barrett.
Craig-
And the thing is,
It
That
lasts
just
for how long?
goes to the day.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Sip.
don't.
Jesus.
Next minute.
No. Sip
Next
it in the
minute.
morning.
Next minute.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that in the background from my mic?
Yes.
What is
There's
it?
there's some youths out back having a fun time in the creek bed.
Beat them up.
At
I'm about to-
9:30.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are
During
they
the summer?
are
It's
they
summertime.
getting?
Rebels.
Wait, are they doing the pot and the drinking and having the relations?
I think I heard one of them say they're gonna do a backflip.
Hell
sick.
yeah.
That's going too far.
When you
Alright.
say youths, are you talking like actual youths or like people in their 20s?
Oh, your age, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm assuming high school, but I don't know. It's the same. Last week with the fireworks and the M80s going off, it was the same thing.
Damn
Okay.
youths.
So, as everybody is hopefully prepped at this point in time, I think we've gone through all the stuff. We distributed the magical items, all those types of things. We start.
I hate to do it. I have one more thing.
Yes. Do it.
I want RP. I'll keep it as quick as possible.
Oh no! I mean,
I
there's
have-
going to be some other. There's going to be some
Oh.
other RP moments as well. And-
Okay,
and
because
sound
actually,
effects
this
as
is something I think would be hilarious to RP. So you're gonna see Thad after getting everything ready. He's gonna be kind of kneeling down near. I assume he made a fire, and he has a pile of silver dust in his hand. He's looking at it, looks up and around. Excuse me, everybody. Knowing that we're gonna go into some danger tomorrow, I have a question for you. Does anyone want to either serve
Can't
My
snort
deity?
that.
Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm asking if anyone wants to serve my deity or get married. Those are your two options.
When you say get married, you mean like to you?
Let me look at the fine print.
I
I think
already-
I can marry anyone to someone else.
No.
Can you marry me to my my cause?
Aren't you already?
Oh,
married
it's
to
not to
my
be. It's two. Okay, it's two people who want to be bonded together in marriage.
So you're the priest.
I am
So-
officiant to the wedding. Yeah. So it's either that or someone can just dedicate themselves to my deity.
Yeah. Kolra Valhalla.
Dost thou desire to become bound in holy matrimony?
Okay, so here's the thing. Can I have my conversation with Cora before this happens? Because I imagine Cora's moody right now.
She did say that.
Yep. In fact, it's probably a very good thing to do before entering in such nuptials.
So,
Nuptials? I don't know. Words are hard.
Cora is absolutely pacing around the Mythalar.
yeah. So I would like to retcon this moment and pretend you didn't ask that yet, and we weren't all sitting happy-go-lucky around a fire yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
yeah.
we,
that
can
could
we
be
retcon
retro-
that? And then
Yeah.
because I have, I wanted as a part of this piece of it, I wanted to have a conversation. And I imagine she's, but I don't imagine she's chilling and ready to engage in party times with Silver Dust.
Yeah, and then the background of your conversation here will be Thad building an altar.
Yeah.
He hasn't asked anything, but anyway, you just wonder what the hell he's doing.
Like he's just like, okay, here's what I'm going.
Out of his logs.
Sad's in the background crushing silver coins with
Silver.
his logs. Just
Yeah. And at this point, no one's like, that's weird, whatever.
he's
So-
just doing like Unga monkey stuff in the background.
So I don't know if anyone else had other things that they were planning on.
I think this occurs it's basically like as everybody is getting ready to like whatever rest is over. During the rest, whatever it may be, Alhana finds Cora pacing around.
So
the
like
floor.
basically as a conversation wraps up from like the last time, and we're excuse me, like, okay, we're prepping, like we want to get prepared for tomorrow. Val wanted to approach Cora. Yeah, so like I'll RP moment.
Yep.
Hey Cora, can I? Come here. I'm trying to just be like separate, away from everybody. No one. Crix, I'm looking at you. Don't pay attention to our conversation.
I am 100%. I'm not moving from where I'm at, but I am trying to eavesdrop.
No, I'm like pulling Cora. Like I'm trying to like gesture Cora like to me, and then be like, wait.
It's a nice night to take a walk.
I'm trying to watch the bridge. It doesn't seem that
Just-
many people here are that concerned.
You're trying to. They're not gonna come right this second. Cora. It's.
Alright, fine.
Is there someone somewhere like just walk out?
Into
Away.
the streets of Ithrin.
Just kind of walking. I'm a little bit awkward because I don't know how to bring it up, but I'm just like very visibly something is bothering me. Cora, you know I would
Valhalla.
jump on a grenade for you. I would stand in front of a I'm about to sing a Bruno Mars song. I'm like, but I'll come to your defense no matter what. Like I'll do anything for you, but at some point you have to recognize that I also see you're really throwing yourself head first into danger. And I'm starting to think something's up. And I need to know that you're not just trying to get yourself killed.
I'm not really doing much more than anyone else is. And as you can see, I'm not the one that goes down in a fight. And I just kind of glance over at Crix.
We're out of the room, Cora.
Yeah, well, I glanced towards that way.
Into the walls.
I can see through
I like
walls.
to imagine Trixie
Just gestures.
kind of sits up a bit more, like
Yeah, someone's talking about me.
She doesn't realize we walked outside.
To be fair,
She can't
Crix
see.
does have an 18 passive perception. So like
Here's
if there's
what's
things
burning.
echoing off of the walls towards the middle, probably hearing it.
I'm literally outside.
Yeah, this is an open concept.
Okay, whatever.
It's an open concept city. All right, continue.
No, you don't necessarily, like, yeah, you're strong, I get it, but you're also just willing to jump into something without anyone else's support. Like, you want to just go off on your own and fight something. You want to jump into
I
it.
don't need it.
You don't need their support.
Of course not. Obviously.
You don't need their support against an army of people.
Are you trying to insinuate something?
Trying to insinuate you can't do everything alone. You can't do this 100% on your own. And while you may not necessarily give two shits about these, like, everyone that we're with, like, we're in this together. There are people here to support you, whether you need it or not.
I expected the lizard and maybe even Thad to doubt my ability, but I didn't expect it from you.
I'm not doubting your ability. I'm doubting your desire to stay alive. Cora, in case you haven't noticed, I care about you. You promised. I thought you were gonna come home with me. We were gonna explore the Feywild together. I don't know anything about that place. It's where I'm from, but I don't know about it, and I wanted to go there with you. Do you have any intention of going anywhere after this, or are you planning on just keeping it up here and just throwing yourself onto the fire and going down in a big show of glory and awesomeness? Because it would be pretty cool, but still.
I have not done anything with that intent, so you don't have to worry about it anyway.
Are you gonna run off on your own and try to do it on your own? Haven't done it yet, but you've certainly threatened it many times. I don't think. Right, I don't.
Cora is like watching the bridge a lot.
What are you waiting?
I made a deal that I'm not sure was the right move.
Val is looking very uncomfortable all of a sudden. With who?
With the slowly traveling companion.
The what?
The lovely traveling companion. Very sarcastically.
Being a like with
Cora would like pinch the bridge of her nose. You know, the one that's been in my head. It's why I can see.
You made a deal you're not sure about? Is there something I can do to help you out of this? Like what is it? Can I rip it out of you? Can I take what if I took over? She's
I
now
really don't
racking
think
her
that's how
brain
that
of any way
works.
that I might be able to as a magic user and whatever. I'm just like, would I be able to do that? Like, she doesn't actually use.
Cora, in your head, as Valhalla says that, you hear the voice in your head chime in.
Oh, it would be so fun to see her try. I have my vines around you, Cora. Quite tightly. It would be interesting, though.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
Well, what kind of deal was it? What? Like, did
Just
you
find
sell
out
your
they can-
soul to him? Like, what if you like? I'm kind of gonna meta this a little bit. I don't mean to, but you've brought it up before, Thad, and I remember this piece, and so I don't mean to meta this at all, but it's gonna be a little meta. Like, what if we bound souls? Then your soul wouldn't be bound to that one anymore, right? Could that happen?
Not sure that's how that works. Regardless, whether I like this deal or not, I can admit that I have gotten some good benefits out of it. So,
Will you tell me what?
I can't actively try to make him leave.
The voice in your head, the voice in your head, Cora. You can feel the smile creep across their face as he says,
Yes, Cora, tell Valhalla that we're now best friends.
Cora would visibly shudder, but not to relay that information. But there's a reason I didn't bring it up. Regardless of if it's a good decision or not, it doesn't matter. We have a situation to deal with. And whether I like it or not, I'm getting helpful benefits out of it. No. This, and I point at my eyes.
Val is like taking this all in. It's not like she's kind of like she's like taking it on and like what I do. Been a shift. There's been a change. Cora back. Always been together. Not in it with anyone. Except this thing in your head. Can I make a deal with it?
Ooh, yes, she can. I would love that. More deals, please.
Did that not get heard?
Nope.
No.
Oh, no, it was just dead silence.
Keep your hands away from her. And that would definitely be said out loud.
There's
Are
no
you
res-
ta-
no
are you-
response from inside your head.
Like, are you talking? Is it a her in your head? Well, no, because Cora says that out loud when I say I make a them or it. So can I make a deal with it and keep your hand?
Oh.
And so to me,
Yeah,
I'm just
it
like
sound-
to Val, I'm like, okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would have interpreted that too.
I didn't realize that. Thought I'd offer.
It wasn't towards you.
Realization
really
like
just
sweeps
think-
over Val. Like, oh, it was about me, not at me. Got it.
It's better off if you just stop worrying about it.
I can't stop
You-
worrying about it. It's in your head and it's impacting everything that you do. It's impacting our interactions, it's impacting the decisions that you're making, it's impacting whatever happens tomorrow, whatever like what's gonna happen tomorrow? Are you gonna run off and try to be the hero?
You should know by now that I was never the hero.
Val like mumbles really under her breath in an attempt not to have Cora fully understand. And it's like, you were to me. That's literally how Val met Cora. Like, you saved her. So, absolutely.
It's pointless to worry about. There's nothing we can do. Regardless, we've come this far, and we've still learned nothing about it, and he's definitely not sharing any information.
The one red.
This is just going to be how it is.
Don't want Cora back. I'm gonna turn around and start making my way back to the area. The big old fire pit of doom.
So as the two of them arrive back, or at least Valhalla arrives back, Thad, you've now spent the last 15-20 minutes just pulverizing those silver coins.
Yep. Yeah, so I have a little makeshift, like 3-part altar made out of logs covered with silver dust. I guess I'll probably, as I finish it, I look around, look satisfied at it, see Valhalla come back. Oh, hey, Valhalla. You want to get married? I mean, not to me, but, you know, just in general.
Val gets the like smirkiest smile you've ever seen on her in like the trixiest, most naive but tricksy way like possible because it's Val. Like, and she looks over at Cora like, "Let's do it." And she just
But
like
you should get
stretches up her
married
nose
first.
in like the cutest little way, and just like, "Come on."
Cora probably didn't hear the first part of this conversation.
Let's do it. Hey, Cora.
She's just gonna say like, "Come on, come on."
You ready? Do you have any prepared vows? Or do you want me to just wing it?
What are you? What
What?
is happening?
I look confused at Valhalla.
Val's
aren't
got
you?
this like weird, satisfied, like murky grin, kind of like I'm gonna
Like the
change. I'm
GIF.
gonna change the trajectory of your life, and I'm gonna take this in my own hands because you don't know what's gonna happen. And that's like the face that Val is making. Like she's not saying any of that, but that's the face. Like
Yeah, I just looked between the two of you.
It's exactly that. It's the you like Krabby Patties.
I just looked between you. I assume maybe I missed something here, but
yeah, it's that.
I
it's
was
that
getting
right
the vibe between you two that perhaps you would like to be bound in more ways than one. And I have to have a very official setup here with all the materials required. And, well, if you wish to share your lives with each other, I can make that a thing. It comes with additional bonuses.
like
benefits.
taxes.
That's why Scuzz married me. I mean, I just do his taxes for him.
Also, in the fine print, don't read the fine print. But
I
you're
don't
technically
trust.
part
I
of my
don't trust
church at that
Cora
point.
or Valhalla to do taxes.
Val has a 5 intelligence. Okay.
For completely different reasons.
Yeah.
Staying out of my ceremony.
It's that Valhalla would get far too creative in the write-offs, and Cora would just look at the papers and just send it in.
You're like, yep, okay.
I think it's bold of you to assume that she would send it in.
Yeah.
But she would say she sent it
absolutely
in,
would
and
get
it'd
hit
be
with-
in the garbage somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was taken care of. Whatever.
6 years later, you get a call from IRS. Why haven't you paid taxes in 6 years?
What are taxes?
Cora,
I made a
you had one job.
Cora not only wouldn't know what taxes are, but also, if she did, would ignore them.
Well, Val wouldn't know what taxes are.
Val would calculate the right taxes, like calculate everything to the T, and then pay them off in like candy or
like flowers and like
Just potions. Here, take this.
good smelling stuff.
Yeah.
You know, some brew.
Yep.
Is a pirate ship writable?
Yeah.
That's a write-off.
Mending.
Little did you know that
How about a
Cora's whole
spaceship?
backstory is about tax fraud. It's about insurance fraud with the pirate ship.
Wait, now we know the voice in Cora's head is Yoshi.
Yes. Okay. Back to
Okay,
Anyway.
sorry. Yeah, so I just, at this point, I'm kind of looking at both of you like, I kind of got the feeling that this is something you might want to do, and, well, I just kind of, gesture out. I put on...
Val's going to very, what word am I looking for? Earnestly. Going to, like, give a very earnest look to Cora and be like, we're gonna deal with whatever tomorrow brings. And then we're gonna go to a new world together and explore it and figure it out, right? And whatever deal you've made, we'll figure that out too.
Laura is probably too stunned to respond for several reasons. And her lack of response probably would be taken as an okay.
For that,
Great.
yep, okay.
Perfect.
All right, so
I'm gonna
have
grab her
vowels
hand
from-
and I'll be like,
I think this is
we're
the-
doing, like, it's worth a try. My shift, probably spring.
Yeah.
What's the no, is it more of a show me my season?
Which one? Probably not winter.
No, it's definitely not
Spring
winter.
Is...
No, but I have there's
Oh.
the yeah, there we go.
Oh, autumn.
Yeah, I want to say autumn.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say autumn.
So does that sort of change happen immediately then, as you shift emotions? That's something that will affect over time.
It's immediate.
It's one of those things where every day I can wake up something different. But it's something
thematically
that like
here
happens like shifting over like the long rest period, right? And my long rest is it's a half evening. So like I think just storyline wise, like this is kind of like a slow shift, and I've probably been, what have I been? I've been in winter
Quite some time.
for a bit. So yeah, you probably see like this slow shift from like a kind of more colorless, like white blue aura to a more warm, like kind of a warming up tone, more or less.
Ooh, that's really cool, given the backdrop of the fact the temperatures are warming around us and the ice is melting.
Oh yeah.
So at this point, I would see that, and you say the thing, and Culver doesn't respond.
So I'm gonna grab her, like I grabbed her hand, and I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna be like, okay.
All right. Well,
She's not saying no, so that means that, no, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Okay, for Cora, silence is approval.
All right.
We know that.
And you still have the opportunity to make your affirmations, wordless or otherwise. All right. Let me hold. I'm sorry. 1 second. I pull out my special log. I look at it. Put on glasses you didn't know I had. Look up at you guys. All right. We are gathered.
They have no lenses in them. They're
Well, we are gathered here today before the burning orb of death in this sunken city of ice, surrounded by the undead, with the army of the gods coming to kill us. Such happy times bequeath themselves to holy matrimony and joyous cause. I don't have anything else or any other sort of vows. You said yours already, Valhalla. So I guess at this point, Valhalla, will you say... what is it?
Will you say?
Say your... No, what the fuck? Now I'm having a panic attack trying to remember the fucking
you
thing.
have something you would like to... A promise or vow you'd like to share.
Oh, there.
Hirokin steps in as the...
Yep. Yeah, he's the best. He's the best man.
He has real glasses put on with real lenses.
Glasses.
And somehow you have a tuxedo on at this point out of somewhere.
He does have like a suit, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Like a tearaway
It's the
suit.
tearaway smoking jacket and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Hirokin. I got lost. All right. Please, pray to continue, Valhalla.
I mean, am I supposed to say, I've never done this before? Am I supposed to say more?
I guess you already did your vows. Okay, Valhalla, will you take Kulra to be your lawfully wedded,
Sure.
Yes. Great. And Kulra, will you take Valhalla to be your lawfully and very spiritually wedded, a nod suffices.
What?
I said a nod suffices if you can't say anything.
Like, I mean, no, Colra's response is, what?
Yeah, I think that was Colra's response, not
Oh.
Neil's.
Yes or no
Colra,
question?
are you gonna hang out with me for a bit?
A bit meaning forever, if I'm understanding this right.
And a day.
My forever. How long's your forever? My forever is like still another like 400, 500 years. How long's your forever?
What is happening right now?
You want to come to the Feywild with me?
You're about to enter a tax agreement.
That and also
We're
endless
about to
eternal
sign a
bliss.
contract, and I'm trying to deal
Or the
with,
gods.
trying to support whatever's going on in your head.
Yes?
Oh, thank God. Okay. I now pronounce you
I just
lawfully
smile
wedded.
Val's smile is just really big, just like went from like confusing, like, hey, we're gonna try to do this thing anyway, like whatever, let's just whatever, and then she says yes. It's just like, Hey! You actually said yes!
And I'm looking at my log. I think you. Yeah. So now you're lawfully wedded. Oh yeah. You may now kiss each other, if thou desires to do such a thing. Either way.
That
Either way, I
piece
go.
I was not prepared. Val was not prepared for that piece.
Okay, that's fine. And I take this silver dust that's in front of me and
Val
I
was
throw it up
in
like it's the
front of
rice.
everybody?
I throw it like the rice over you guys. Muzzle tough. And now you're covered in
Oh,
silver
no,
dust.
Val would definitely kiss her.
Just jump, just like jump.
Val
on her.
would definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, just like, it's not like a, super sweet romantic kiss, but like we did it, like yay!
So Thad, as the silver dust is thrown into the air, like some like glitter at pride parades. You
I was literally thinking metallic shavings.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, that's
I
worse.
was like,
They're
that'd be
pretty
really
rough.
bad.
You might
So-
need to like shake them out of your clothing.
So it starts to like float in the air, and then suddenly you all see that it starts to suspend there, and then starts to coalesce into two beautiful, fairly simple silver rings.
Oh yeah,
And
I
they
did that.
float down slowly towards Kolra and Valhalla.
You should put those on each other's fingers, by the way.
Pretty sure there are killer fingers.
They're what?
They coalesced on your fingers, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
That's
But
what
now you
Scuzz
can
was
trade
I
saying.
would absolutely believe.
Oh, I thought they were
that
like-
is like
yeah.
you guys cannot trade them.
Yeah.
All right, now
Like,
pick your favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Here? Val, so
I see.
Val-
I see. I thought they were
Put them
coalescing
on
in
each
the
other's
air
fingers, like,
to be
okay.
like. I get it now. I get it. Okay.
yeah. So as
And
as
then I take mine off and give it to Kolra.
And that actually brings up a good question. How tall is Valhalla?
how tall?
Mhm.
She
'Cause I
did I
think-
put it
I think you
here?
did. Go to the next gear.
Because I think the assumption is she's shorter than Korra, but Korra's not very tall.
No, I think I'm really tall.
Like.
How
or
tall
something.
is Kolra?
Under 6 foot.
I think I'm probably like 5'11". 6'1". Somewhere in there?
I'm pretty sure Crix is probably the shortest of the group.
Probably.
It's definitely this meme happening right now.
Yo,
I don't know. Actually, I just had you guys the same height. I don't know. That's funny. This makes it better.
Well, I'm not
That-
lifting
that-
her.
But that confused expression is very perfect.
That's funny.
Plus the fall
Well,
colors.
because
on
I'm
the
also
right.
not strong at all.
Unless you borrowed Crix's ogre gauntlets for
Gloves, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my forearm's really big.
Oh god, I need to
lift
borrow
them
these for the wedding.
All right.
Just
Here's the thing, I'm imagining that I attuned to those in the morning.
Yeah,
She
you
still
would.
has them for now.
So yeah, so it's a wonderful moment as the silver dust rains down with the warm light of the Mythalar in the background. The two rings coalesce around the fingers of Valhalla and Kolra as the rest of the party looks on. Crix druid crafts some flowers to come down. And
If only I don't know Druidcraft.
Oh shit! Oh well. Damn.
druid.
Refuses
I
to
that
take
makes
it.
something.
I also take out the bone whistle and I go. Boop, 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 boop. Like a terrible rendition of it.
Yeah,
on a bone
and then you
flute.
hear from inside the lamp, "Keep it down out there, you fucking youngins! What the hell? Try to sleep."
You don't sleep, Kalis.
You're right.
Oh,
All
don't
right.
listen to him. He's old and loveless.
Who are you?
So also just mechanically, by the way, you guys get +2 AC as long as you're within 30 feet of each other
That's
Ah.
super cool.
for the next
week.
7 days. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
sympathetic.
you get a 7-day honeymoon of plus AC.
Absolutely not. This is gonna get-
That's-
Strangely enough, it's 7 days of not being able to get hit.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we'll figure out how to do. I know what to do. We'll do a.
Yeah.
I think we want to do. You can do a
Auras.
an AC. No, you can do an AC modifier too.
Yep, that's
Okay, but also just to keep out, you do have to be within 30 feet of each other to get the bonus.
Yep.
So there is some spatial requirements, but I
Global
think that's
AC
not too big of a deal.
modifier. Name.
Who has an
Marriage.
item too?
Marriage.
marriage is what brings
Holy
us
matrimony.
together today.
Nope, that's what I'm naming it. No, I'm naming it waifu.
There you go.
+2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, +2.
Cool. There you go. There you go. It's applied.
Woo, bro.
Okay, so a couple of the other things though. So awesome, amazing, and everybody is kind of from kind of a tense moment of awaiting Oral's arrival for the next day. This is a nice respite, but like overnight, as you begin the night of rest with a ceremony like this. So as you all kind of now go off to get your rest for the 8 hours, Thad, you actually wanted to go over. You wanted to maybe take first watch and go over to the hover dome.
First, any of the watches work. I would just spend my watch at the hover dome.
Okay.
So whichever makes sense, first, last, whatever.
Okay. If it,
Probably, honestly, probably the last watch then.
all right. Does anybody
closer to
else
morning.
want to do anything during like their watches or anything like that during this time?
It would only be, well, I guess, yeah, I think it's removing the curse, but that's all I would need done, and I would like to fish.
I don't think there's any fishing holes around here.
Hirokin,
don't
give
know.
me a
Hang on.
survival check,
There's
Hirokin.
melting ice.
Yeah, there's melting ice over. There should be at least water.
It's a
I don't know if there's
magical
fish in it or if
fishing
that matters.
It's
doesn't
frozen
need to
for
make
thousands of years. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Got some globules
I'm proficient
of
in that
Dude,
somehow.
you're a
bone
survival
attaching,
check.
Yeah.
you know?
So during Hirokin's watch, he's not too intent on keeping eyes on the bridge and on the entrance. You wander away around and you find that there is a deep divot in one of these subdivisions of Yithrin, where the water has filled over the years, and now with the warming temperatures, it has began to melt. And you see long frozen fish in there, slowly starting to move about, finishing their hibernation. So go ahead and do your fish.
Hell yeah. There's a D20 for those?
Yeah, I believe so. Where's the hook? Ooh, nice. Magical hook of magic stuff.
Hook officials to delight is
Hook,
uh,
horn, hook,
I
hat.
really like the idea of that again.
Where'd it
Being,
go?
like after 10,000 years. Hot.
Yeah, immediately.
I got it here.
Like the guy from Mulan.
Yep.
Like,
All right, so you fish out a green with copper bands fish. It is a nourishing fish. It is the tastiest fish that you have ever done fished up, Mr. Hirokin.
damn it. Alright.
All right.
All up for breakfast.
Crix or Demovan, is there anything you would want to do during your watch?
Not during my watch, but I definitely would have given Thad that platinum ring that I've been holding on to.
I do have that on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I gave it to you, but it like I imagine it would just be like an awkward like this has nothing to do with marriage. This is so that you don't
a
die.
ring exchange.
Professional ring.
We're actually about to
That
have
was
two.
the steering of the one.
Oh shit, I'm all out of silver now, so well.
No.
I think I have some coins you can use.
I'm pretty tuckered out, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
But yeah, I just have the ring. Yeah. I don't know what it did again. Did it do anything? I just have it.
The ring that you have is so that I can cast Warding Bond with you.
Ah, that's right. So that's right. I put it underneath my gauntlets, so it is on my finger.
Which means I should have Warding Bond prepared, probably.
Oh, and also speaking of spells prepared, I do have remove curse prepared for the morning for Hirokin.
Okay, excellent.
Wunderbar.
All right. Demovan, what would you want to do?
I don't know. What did I miss out on the first hour or so? I wasn't able to check in.
Cora and Val got
inventory talk.
married.
Well, you were there
Yes.
for that.
I saw that. I made it in time for the
No,
wedding.
that's really no. Oh no, we did a lot. We basically did a lot
There's
of
a lot of inventory.
yeah,
talk.
inventory management,
Okay,
item
okay.
exchange, talking about. So Valhana has prepped the spell storing item that will have cure wounds, a level 2 cure wounds that is attached to a dulled dart. So you can throw it at people.
We can throw it around, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like a birdie.
Yeah, we realized that Valhalla had more artificer items to pass out, so she put on a cloak of protection, upping her AC, and then gave the gauntlets of ogre strength. Yeah, gauntlets of ogre strength to Crix, who's now pumped up to 19 strength. Then we brewed up some potions. Crix has a bottle of bless. And a healing, and Valhalla is holding on to her own version of the healing potion. Talked about different spells prepped and things like that. We're ready to make you go fast if need be, or to make you also
we can
blurry.
Haste and blur you.
Yeah, haste and
Jesus.
blur. Yeah.
As we said, caffeinated and coked out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically where it is.
Directly in my eyeballs. Okay.
Oh, and the only other thing was that Zero, you're the doppelbro, Kingsport, and the other tribesmen, they went over to watch the ice bridge in case there was any early arrivals. So it's just like the main group is only here, and also Kalis is in a lamp.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
You pretty much came right as interesting stuff started.
Yeah, it was a lot of.
Okay.
We got through the tedium pretty early on.
So something else though, before Thad, who's doing Last Watch, is going to go do his spirit quest. He, those who are on watches and come back to like wake him up. Let's see. Why don't we do like a couple people? Crix, you would automatically notice this with your passive perception, and I think some other folks would as well. It's a very weird thing. Everybody notices this because it's too fucking unnerving. Y'all remember that Thad has a new eye, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
It's open
as
and
Thad's
watching.
lying on the ground sleeping, it's open and watching all of you the entire night.
Fuck that.
This is so perfect for Thad. I love it. Oh, I
At
fucking
some
love it.
point, Connor would have taken a piece of cloth and just put it over to
Yeah.
Thad's
I would have made it into like an eye patch.
Yeah.
I would have like
Throughout the night, it's slowly becoming. But yeah, no, like as funny as this is indeed, but you all kind of are a little bit unnerved as that pure black like scalia eye with the red pupil is not only just like staring their eyelid open, it is visibly tracking people as you walk past and stuff like that.
Whoa.
I mean,
Yeah, no, we definitely
I'm pretty
covered
sure
that shit
every
up.
single one of us but Thad was like, that is a bad idea.
Actually, I'm curious. When I'm like sleeping, I don't notice anything. I'm not
Oh hell no,
processing
brother.
this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good to know.
question. Cora, do you full rest?
I think so. Yeah, Vistani. Yeah. I think you still do. Okay, but Thad, the other thing though is that you do have weird dreams. Nothing to do with the Ebon Star eyeballs and stuff like that, but more so to do with you wake up and you have the worst cotton mouth ever. Your dreams have been consumed with like some really strange, like you're in the dunes by the beach and you can never get to the water, and you're then like turn around, you're trekking across like endless just seas of sand, slowly watching your skin get like drier and drier and drier, and like your mouth just going like, yeah, you constantly just doing the mwah, 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 as your mouth gets really, really dry. And you wake up as it started your watch, somebody shaking you awake, and you just have like visibly have like that kind of foam, like crusty foam around your mouth, and you immediately have the worst cotton mouth of your life.
Oh, water. So I reached into my pack. I think I reached into my pack to find something, and I find the flask.
Yep.
And I'm actually going to start my morning with a good swig of the old whiskey flask.
You cough and you taste it, you cough and it gets that initial cotton mouth out of your mouth, but you stand up and whoever, let's just say like Demovan, you wake him up. Demovan, you immediately notice that Thad is looking like he just lost a shit ton of water weight overnight.
Oh.
Dad,
he's looking cut.
Feeling all right?
Mouth's dry, but otherwise. Must
You
be
look
that.
like... it's not a compliment, but you look like Henry Cavill in a bathtub scene.
I'll take that as a
Damn.
compliment.
It's not.
Yo, how is that not a compliment?
He looks like Christian. He looks like
Means you've been
Christian Bale in the
dehydrated for
machine.
like 3 days.
He looks.
I
He
mean,
looks like
it's-
Christian Bale in The Machinist.
That's
Oh, I have at least my strength's still positive.
Yeah, it is.
But I will. I don't know. It's probably the fact we have a fucking Mythalar changing the weather around us. I'm so used to the cold. It's warm and whatever. I don't know. I had some whiskey. That's probably the wrong choice, but I'll get some. You have any water? I just need to drink some water.
All right, question. When was the last time you had something that wasn't alcoholic to drink?
No further questions.
This is really getting to you, isn't it? When did this happen?
What?
Val is most likely
Don't-
awake.
don't
'Cause
dodge
I
this.
only take half.
You'd be
What are
interested
you?
in yours.
Mhm.
What are you asking?
You became an alcoholic real quick.
It was. I look kind of like about to like argue, and then it was. I never used to drink at all, but yeah, right. It is changed. It was during the. I think back to it. It was during the trials we had. After those, the Orals trials we went through as part of the visions that we saw. It's fuzzy in my mind, but ever since that point, I just had a need to get a little buzz. Just feels wrong otherwise. I don't know. I'm lost on not thinking about it because I never really considered it before. I never really recognized it.
I'm not a smart, magical man, but have you maybe considered asking around what's going on with you? You became an alcoholic like a week ago. You lost like a lot of weight last night, and your eyes kind of fucking like, what the hell is that?
Well, the high is clearly a gift from the shadowy divinity that has given me the sights of truth.
I
think
promise you,
that's
it is
all.
not a gift for the rest of us
So,
having to see this thing.
Demovan, you watch as he as Thad stands up and like kind of rights himself. You can see that the most decrepit part of his body right now, meaning like the most like dried out, is the hand that's holding the staff.
Ooh, which staff is it?
Oh, that is
Was it the mummy staff?
The mummy stick I picked up. Yeah.
You're just a convocation of fucking curses.
I have so much going on right now. What the fuck?
I'm not cursed, you're cursed.
This is an intervention and an intervention and an intervention.
Oh, I didn't realize that there's so much going on. I don't know. I mean, I feel fine. My eye sees fine.
No, I already can tell you don't feel fine.
I mean, just a little
Alright.
thirsty is all.
I'll drink to that.
Cora says in her sleep.
Cora in her sleep grabs the flask.
Grabs the everlasting
I,
flask.
reach down, I clink with your flask when you sleep with mine. Take another swig. Anyways, I appreciate your concern, Demovan, but I don't think there's anything keeping me out of fighting shape right now. Perhaps this is something we can take a look at after today's
Yeah.
things.
You feel you look like shit, Thad, but you feel great.
Okay.
Thad doesn't feel Thad. You don't feel any
Okay.
like ill effects
Okay,
right now.
as long as I feel normal, then that's what I would say.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I kind of dismiss. I can give you dismissive, but a dismissive wave, but also kind of just sort of like a nod of thanks, I guess. And all right, I need to go find the place where my brain goes elsewhere. So I'm gonna walk, and I'm gonna go walk over to the place where I got into the chair the last time, or floated around in the remote viewing
got in the chair.
Machine.
Yeah, fine, but we do have a kind of big event coming up, so tell someone if something changes, please.
I will. I promise you this. If something changes, that I can actualize you the same. now that I'm slightly concerned about this sort of thing, if you see something, the action of mine, changing me that seems abnormal and changing beyond what I would normally do, please let me know. I can't be for certain that I have not been compromised. But I do not think I have.
Sari, thank you for that.
I think I am in the right.
Appreciate it.
Yes, I must be in the right. Okay, to the chamber. Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
so that
he's
you very quickly,
himself.
very quickly, very monkishly sprint your way over to the chamber.
Just fucking parkouring randomly for no reason.
So what is your goal for going into the stasis chamber? You enter one of the 4 legs of this building, and you make your way up there, and you once again see the floating corpses of all of the Netherese wizard apprentices, kind of silently floating around, bouncing off the walls like DVD menu loading screens. And
I wait for one to hit the corner.
And you go,
once one hits the corner,
the entire place erupts. The entire place erupts in it. So you step in there, and you can astral project if you'd like to.
Yep, I go into the meditative stance, float around myself, I think is what happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
And
the camera focuses on Thad as a dozen or so of Thad's logs kind of just float out from his bag and start to circle him, fucking Zenyatta style.
Yes, I love it.
A dozen or so of Thad's logs float out of his
ass.
Done.
Where they're stored is
we
still
just
a
have
mystery.
the camera just shows Thad floating, hovering in the middle of this dome with his logs just kind of hovering around him in the biblically accurate angel formation, just like zoom, 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 spinning quicker and quicker and quicker. Thad's eyes open up, one ebon eye, one normal eye, and they flash white. Where are you going?
First is directly back to the Mythalar. So I want to observe for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes around as if I'm taking watch from above. And then start doing the spiral, just a spiral path around above the city, checking for maybe over the course of say half an hour, still looking back every once in a while or coming back because I can move pretty quickly in this.
Yep.
Just basically doing a full scour of the city to check for anything that seems out of the ordinary. Right. Yeah. And there's 2 other things I want to check as well, but that's the first.
So on the scour of the city, one thing that you do see is a walking robot with a brain jar for a head, walking towards the black obelisk on the north side of the city.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so it's getting close to it, about to do something, or is it just working its way?
They're walking their way that direction.
Okay, so I note that. So do I get a sense of it maybe starting to...
You can see that basically Veneranda, who you obviously can tell that is now attempting to go and use the staff that you duped them into taking on the obelisk.
Okay, I'll make a note of that and definitely come back and check in a few minutes. But I will maintain this full spiral around. If there's nothing else, then I'll do a full perimeter of the entire outside of the city, checking the ice bridge.
Yeah.
I'll check the progress on the ice that was done.
The progress on the ice is great. The ice bridge is still there. You can see Kingsport standing like a true guard, the giant penguin just standing there on the middle of the bridge, just looking diligently, kind of like semi-nodding off as he's semi-falling asleep back and forth. Zero passed out, like on the floor back on the thing. The tribesmen passed out there. They're both kind of like leaning on each other, snoring loudly. You circle around the city, and you can see that Noggin, the iron golem, is just decimating the icicles and the ice that is keeping the city kind of contained and attached to the glacier that this is contained in. You watch as more and more deep cracks start forming up the face of the glacier towards the ceiling. This thing is like, Noggin is going to work. He has been dedicated, and he is taking a lot of these like structural ice compounds things out. And as you like float through, your spectral form gets passed through by a huge chunk of falling ice as it just plummets through the air, crashing and destroying one of the buildings in one of the neighborhoods over here in Yithrin. Ooh. And you can see that Noggin is doing some really good work.
Yeah, that takes a moment to be basically like, Whoa, I did not expect that. And just generally, if I take a quick scan, what percentage of this ice around the perimeter has been compromised in some way?
He's been working non-stop because iron golems don't need no rest. About 50% done.
Oh shit! Okay.
Of freeing the city from at least the perimeter ice.
Right. Okay. That's encouraging. Actually, Thad gets really excited about that. Doing some quick maths in his head, which he's very good with. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Again, okay. Then there's 2 more things to do, but I think now just a quick back to the Mythalar, make sure nothing bad's happened while I was gone.
Nope. Everybody's just chilling, sleeping.
All right. I give him a thumbs up in my spectral form they cannot see, and then I'll go back to watch Veneranda and observe what happens with her.
Right, so you watch the robotic form of the armor walk up to this obelisk, and it's standing there and just like raising up the Charlatan staff that you gave it in the air, and like whacking the like touching it to it first touches it to the obelisk, nothing happens. Then you see it like swing it at the obelisk, nothing happens. Then the robotic form does the Tusken Raider, like above the head, like trying to like shake the staff, and nothing happens. And then you can see the brain in the jar kind of bumps forward and looks at the staff intently.
Oh, okay. I'll get as close as I can because I'm pretty sure they cannot see me. Just to see, just observe for the rest
The
of the
staff gets thrown down. And the robot starts walking, just starts walking around the obelisk.
I can't, from the astral projection, I can't cast spells or do anything, right? I'm just observing?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess for the moment then, I'll essentially tail Veneranda until I'm sure she's not going to be a threat to us. But then before, I probably keep
them
my
go
mind.
back inside the tower.
Okay, out of fresh, they go back in.
Yep.
They don't. Okay. After I see that, the last thing I'll do before I get up, because I imagine it's been probably most of my rest or most of the last segment, I will go ahead and back up over the ice bridge. I will spectrally high five Kingsport. He can't feel it. I just go through him, and then I go all the way up to the surface the way we came, and spend the rest of the next, as the dawn rises, probably just watching the horizon to see if I see anyone coming.
All right.
And then once
so
I think it's time, I'll head back.
see somebody. You do see stuff
Ooh.
coming. You watch as you're sitting there, and you see a massive blizzard approaching. And as the blizzard gets bigger and like buffets all of these tribesmen who are out there, who are significantly less, you can see that they did suffer some losses from Avarice's arrival. So there are some of them that suffer some losses, and you watch as they see this blizzard coming, and they all start to kind of speak to each other in their language, in their native language, and they run back inside the caverns, leaving the entrance unguarded. They sprint back inside the cavern, and so your spectral form just watches as the blizzard approaches, and you see maybe about 2 dozen or so figures approaching. Some of them these weird slushy-looking golem things, and you can tell they're melting. They have water dripping down their sides, and you look up, and in the sky, as the sun rises, the clouds are broken. You can see the sun peeking through. And in the midst of this group of this small kind of platoon slash mini army of individuals, you can see that there are some large skeletal giants. There are some of these like the cold light walkers and some other things like that. You see just a humble looking, what looks like an old woman with an owl face, just standing there. And then you hear the sound of wheels rumbling, or not wheels rumbling, but skis, like skating over the ice. And in the distance, I don't know if you can hear this, but you can kind of see she's speaking to something. A large object on a sled led by 2 white wolves. One of the large skeletons steps out from the platoon, along with some of these slushy golems. They head in that direction. And as your spectral form watches this platoon move into the caves and rapidly start to navigate them, you see a familiar walrus riding on a sled being pulled by 2 wolves heading in your direction.
The fuck?
dick.
Oh,
No!
boy.
Oh, this is an utter betrayal. Oh my god. Okay, and also, how far away is Owl Girl Oral from us at this point?
They're at the entrance.
They made it. Okay, so I watched them come all the way up, and the blizzard is a blizzard that they comes with them, competing with the sunrise.
It's
or
kind
is
of
it...
trying to compete with it, but you
Yeah.
can see that it's basically very localized to around this female owl-like figure.
Okay. I think if they're at the entrance, I will return. I'll snap back into reality.
You're
gravity,
You
and
wake
I fall to
up.
the ground.
Here goes gravity.
Um,
Thad wakes up in the morning. You cough as you immediately snap back into your body. You fall into the floor of the weird like hover globe fucking projectosphere. You race back to the Mythalar.
Yep. And I'll shake everybody awake at this point, and probably very incoherently at first be talking about a walrus and a blizzard and all that, and then ice. Basically, I'm giving all the information I have, just very incoherently at first to everybody, to tell you that the ice has been bashed back 50% or so. Oral's here. Our walrus may have betrayed us.
Am I there? Am I awake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waking everybody up. We're getting ready for this. Is the morning now. At least my assumption.
I'm trying to piece together the words that Thad's saying, and I've got a 5. No, I've got a 20 intelligence.
You can interpret my blabber. Yeah.
But the thing out is Noggin's doing work.
Yeah, your boy is quite the machine. Literally, he is. We may actually be able to fly this thing out of here. I was not expecting this.
Yeah,
But
as
we
you
have
say
to make
that,
decisions quick.
As
Yeah.
you say that, Thad, there's a loud crash as a major chunk of the ceiling literally plummets into the ground, just decimating one of the buildings in the distance. Unfortunately, it's your astral projection building.
Oh, glad I got out of there in time. Holy fuck.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
What?
Holy
This is
shit!
not what I expected.
This is literally Thad ascendant. I love it.
What have I been for?
Final boss Thad. Holy shit.
I was quiet for a while.
Oh, I love
Oh
it.
my god.
I'm opening it on the screen. Hold up.
Oh my god.
There we go. I love it.
That is incredible. That makes me so happy.
I think it's even so much better with the like meant to be transparent background.
the totally PNG in quotes background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for that one. That was great.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, and also, sorry, as I'm kind of panicking, get everyone up. We got to prepare, let people know people are coming down the cave already. I do need to walk over to Hierarchan, and I will cast Remove Curse. Although I need to make sure I do this correctly. So, do I cast it on you or the
Yeah,
axe?
you cast it on Hierarchan.
Okay.
And Hierarchan, we get that zoom in like shot in like Hierarchan's mind. Zoom. As what would your conversation be? Like all of a sudden the door gets kicked open in your mind study. And the Hierarchan punks, the Hierarchan fucking hooligans, like make their way in there. And then sitting there comfortably in his smoking vest with a glass of whiskey in his hand and looking at like a journal or some sort of like academic novel is Hierarchan. You look up Hierarchan, you see these
An
punks.
academic novel is called a textbook.
A textbook, whatever. All right, Hierarchan, your conscience is now in control. What do you say? How do you address these hooligans?
Right. All right, you lads. You scamper off now, and then it was just kind of like that scene in at the end of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Just like one little like paddy wagon is gonna kind of roll up outside the study. He's gonna just like arrest all of them individually.
I fucking didn't do nothing! What the fuck, mate? Oh shit! Oh yeah, no, hey, unhand me! Fuck that!
Out past curfew. Nope. Should have stayed in school. Nope, listen to your parents.
I know my rights! Oh shit! And you watch
Drink your milk, stay in school, treat your mama right.
Jesus fuck, I'm laughing. I'm crying. I love this scene.
And in the distance, in Hierarchan's brain, the paddy wagon just goes off into the distance and out his ear and then fucking to the oblivion. as Hirokin, you now feel you all watch as Hirokin stands up, looks down at the axe, and just drops it on the ground.
Yeah. Haven't been able to do that before.
Oh, good. I guess that means it worked then.
Are you gonna pick it back up though?
Yeah, can you still use it? It seemed like a decent weapon.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Grabs
okay.
it. Doesn't feel any different.
Oh my god, you just
Still feel
drop
doesn't
your
feel any
weapon,
different.
dude.
Still feels the same in terms of the power that it contains. The curse has been lifted.
I think you fixed it, Hirokin. It's your first exorcism.
Did
Speak to yourself.
you just refer to yourself in the third person?
No,
How
no,
did you fix it?
Is that your first exorcism?
Successful one, yes.
You know, you're between the wedding and now an exorcism. You are right on track to become Archbishop of whatever you believe in.
Whatever. I don't know what power is granting its
Encourage.
knowledge to me, but it is clearly making itself known, and I appreciate it is coming at the right time. So this is serendipity at its finest. Yep.
Some would call it divine guidance. Would you?
Indeed. Or perhaps I guide the divine. Yeah.
I'm going
Maybe
to
that's
do
what it
that in your sleep.
2 days ago, Thad, I would not have believed you, but you know, you're making quite the case now.
Wait, are you a druid?
It takes a while for people to believe me, but most will come around sometimes. Anyways,
Guys,
all right.
Fine.
Just disbanded the Alpha Sigma Feline fraternity.
Yeah, the frat house that was trying to take over Hirokin's study has been
Oh,
evicted.
now I would imagine when you were in that forum, if we were very careful, we could just hear fucking like DB or EDM music coming out of your ears. Like you have a party going on the noggin. Yeah,
Like pure house.
hard bass.
Like,
yeah. It would have to be some like Chav hard bass stuff going on. Yeah.
I think that finally
God's
got
little
arrested
Texas,
was
man.
Thad
It's
mentally
little
like
Texas.
planting cocaine on one of them. They're like, oh, now we found
That's
something.
what it was. That was the vermouth curse. You're 100% right. I didn't
Although,
do
actually-
nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Now
It
I'm
wasn't
thinking.
mine.
I'm thinking about this. I want to actually ask you as DM. Would Thad recognize the transformations that are happening to me that Demovan had pointed out? Because I'm kind of RPing I'm just ignoring it. It's just whatever. But is that something now, thinking about, would I have a chance of thinking this might be something that I could get rid of?
Absolutely. So why don't you first do an Arcana check on yourself?
Okay, yeah. This is something that would not be obvious, so I want to... Arcana. Oh, yeah. 9.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You just feel like you might have just slept badly, and you just are dehydrated.
Yeah. I've been through a lot. I've been doing a lot of good stuff, so it's good.
okay, but if Val bad,
Oh, Val would definitely look at Thad, and he's looking emaciated as fuck right now.
Val's like, doesn't look right.
Yeah, we'll do it for you here.
Because I feel like I would.
She rolls a 22.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, you can assess what you see.
On check. Oh, exactly. That no. There's like because I imagine you're just like I just slept bad. No, there's something really, I don't want to say there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's just
Yeah, of course not. No.
There's
He looks like he's going through the Santa Claus change, but in reverse.
Yeah.
Like
Valhalla-
no, there's something happening here, and I think it's bigger than just.
Valhalla, you notice and point out that the tips of Thad's fingers that is very intensely gripping this staff are black. Like
Oh, that's true. Because my gloves would be off at this point.
like
So
dead,
I'm not the
dead
wrong.
flesh
So
black.
if I see that, I'm really sad. Can I see that? I'm
See
pointing to
what?
the staff.
My bonk stick? Sure. But I tell you, I'll hand it over. I feel perfectly fine. You have to realize you are currently experiencing what is known as marital bliss. So everything else looks just less intense around
do I
you.
have like a something to hold? With,
So-
like like a piece of cloth.
Sure, yeah, you have a piece of cloth to hold it with, but also as Thad, you release it, you're able to you give her the staff easily.
Okay, so there's nothing that stops
No,
me.
nothing that's preventing you from doing that. But you watch as that your hand, you look at your hand, and you can see that it looks like a claw of what it used to be.
And that would actually, seeing that would actually make me go, oh, because it's been under my gloves for so long, I don't really pay attention to it as much. Oh, that is a little bit odd, isn't it?
I'm gonna set the staff aside.
Full receipt, 100%.
I was gonna say, if I saw that and see Val going to reach for it, I would very quickly take it, but hold it so she can look at it if that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
Not at all put her hand on it.
Okay.
Well, you can have it if that's what it's doing.
Doesn't seem to have any effect on Cora.
What did,
Why do you
what
think
did Cora
this?
just say?
That's not what I was doing. Just was arguing. Anyway.
Oh.
I mean, I definitely want my stick back. It's nice, but yeah, my hands do look a little
Don't
weird.
you have another
You
one?
have a chalky hand. You don't get the stick back.
But I like this stick.
Mini sticks. This one is not yours.
Do you have another one, Thad?
Yes, one moment. I walk over to the obelisk where I saw her drop the Charlatan staff, pick it up, and walk back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gone for like 5 minutes and just come back with it.
You
Make a
just
point to it.
find sticks?
I am blessed in many ways.
Okay, then you don't need this, right? And I say, Cole, can you poke the...
Wait, hold up! Don't do that. Hold up!
Go and do that.
Okay. As they wait,
No.
we'll do some hold up stuff here.
Okay.
Thad, as you're like, looking at your hand and stuff, I think why don't you give me a...
I mean, I would, if you're asking about like connecting the dots,
Yes.
I think this would be very much. It may be a very circuitous, and there's way too many dots, but I eventually get to the rights. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
go
eventually
for it.
probably get to the right. So like, hopefully, I get to the right.
And then go for it at advantage. You're
Okay.
in sleuth mode right now, my dude.
Yeah. Insight, you said, right?
Yeah. No, investigation and insight would be the same. Right?
No, my investigation is a lot worse. So that would be, instead of that, it would be
Okay,
a
we'll
17.
call it insight. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're Thad. Oh, weird. Okay. So, why did I say weird when I'm the one who just thought of this? Okay. So the thing is, everybody is like watching. There's this
That's so weird.
There's this big kerfuffle as all of you are just kind of like, no, Thad, the staff, blah, 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 blah. And then Thad, you're just like thinking to yourself, your ebon eye, suddenly looks over at the staff, independent of your other eye. So you start to look like a chameleon.
Vision?
Walleye, like,
Yeah. You start to look like
fuck.
this, like your vision starts to go a little bit like blurry and weird as I think as your right eye looks over at the staff. And then give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, baby, let's do this. 21.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's an urge. You fight the urge that's like suddenly you feel a pull on yourself, on your soul, to go and grab the staff, and you can feel it like originating from the eye itself. However, you fight it. You're able to save against it, but you interpret it and realize that staff is also cursed.
Hold up. Hold. On that point, I'll just hold my hand up and say, please stop, if you're about to try to destroy the thing.
I am in rust mode.
I'll
Nice.
I don't know
I can-
exactly how to do this, but I'm just like, what? Hear him
I'll
out?
cast. Oh, I don't want to waste a spell slot, but I could cast command.
I want to hear him out.
I'm waiting. I'm just
Okay.
like
Yeah.
holding it ready to thrust.
I know what's wrong with that stick and what's wrong with my hands. Just give me a moment, and I'll walk up to it, and I'll go ahead and prepare.
Don't touch it.
I'm not gonna touch it, but I can cast as I get closer to it. I touch myself on the chest and cast remove curse. with another spell slot.
You watch
Which
as
curse would you
Thad's-
like to remove?
as suddenly
Yeah, right?
as Thad suddenly
Selection
goes
menu.
from the fucking raisin to his full pumped up muscular form again. The black tips of his fingers just disappear and almost like bleed out from his fingers and go back to the staff.
I really wanted him to say from a raisin to a plumped up muscular grape.
Yes, he is now a grape. Thad the
California,
grape.
California grapes. Yeah. So wait, was there something that went from my fingers and returned to the staff? As you
Yeah,
said.
but you're still attuned to the staff, but you're rid of the curse.
And then in that case, I was already walking towards Kolra, who has it ready to go in, and I'm gonna snatch it from you. At that point, be like, okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, I mean you and all of you
I fixed it.
and all of you
Yeah.
notice that Thad looks significantly more healthy. Like he's back to his full full water weight fucking ripped form.
He still has the eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. And also, do I feel a desire to drink from my flask?
Yes.
I pull it out and take a sip. Yep, everything's back to normal. Great. Okay, we got to prepare for the fight that's to come.
I take the shard. I reach for the Shardlin staff and it's like, can I at least put that one in there?
Oh, what the hell? Why not? I don't even like Charlotte to begin with, so I'll give you that one.
Okay. Do you put it in there?
Absolutely.
I said
All
back.
right.
I said the fuck back from this
All right.
thing.
So you watch as Korra grins and just puts the entire staff in there, and you just watch it just go as it just gets like it's the world's most efficient shredder. The staff just
So
disappears
satisfying.
into the Mythalar. There's a bit of like a warm glow on the Mythalar's surface as the staff disappears within it, and like a kind of, you know, ephemeral like crystalline glow around it as the debris from the evaporated staff just floats in the air, but it's gone immediately.
Val is I'm assuming Korra has a smile on her face.
A massive one.
Okay. Val is looking at Korra and just like satisfied smile, just like yeah.
That,
just like,
that just you see that he just claps his hands together and goes, true love.
I take a step back and just does anyone else have something to burn? Because this is really satisfying.
yes.
Okay.
As you ask
Yeah.
that, you all hear the sound of multiple like footfalls coming your direction, and you look over your shoulder and you see about a half dozen of the tribe folk from the Elk tribe just sprinting at you, and they all are just like yelling. You see Kingsport running in your direction as well, just those little feet just just running in your direction as well. And you hear from in the distance a booming voice as it projects over Yithrin. I am Ukama, the Herald of Oral, and I am here to deliver her message. Surrender the Mythalar of Yithrin, and you will all be spared. Otherwise, you will suffer her wrath.
I immediately yell back, "Get fucked, mate!"
Yeah, I was just looking up at the ceiling where it's probably coming from.
How high was the ceiling in here again? The
1,500 feet. It's huge.
yeah, and the tower was 1,200, so we can
Yeah.
go up 300 feet. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna issue a command, and other people can confirm it or not, to raise the city 250 feet.
That's right, because I did mention that the ice was being broken. But before we do that, I will stop. Say we got to make sure the tribesmen in Kingsport and all those folks are on the city. Let's go to the ice bridge first.
You walk
Let's
that
break the
direction,
ice
and you can
bridge.
see them
Yeah.
all running towards you along this main along the main roadway of Yithrin.
So they're all off the bridge now. They're
Yeah.
inside the city. Okay. All right. Let's try. Let's see what happens. We try to raise this bitch.
Okay, so you all, and actually, all 7 of you, because Polra is not attuned to the Methalar. Yes. All 7 of you concentrate, and you hear a loud cracking and creaking noise as suddenly the gigantic disc of Yithrin just starts to levitate through the air. Multiple giant like icicle and ice like fucking shards just start hitting the earth around all of you as you all concentrate and start to raise the city into the air. You watch the ice bridge disintegrate in the distance, but as it disintegrates, you watch as a walrus riding a sled pulled by 2 white winter wolves makes the sick jump over the bridge, landing on the city streets of Yithrin, followed by a large skeletal frost giant and a multitude of these weird slushy frost golems, or these snow golems, as they start crawling across and moving across the city streets towards you. And that's where we're gonna end for the evening. As
I guess
you
it's
are
too late to make battle plans.
as you are now
Remind me, the greater frost resistant potion is 8 hours, right?
yeah.
So
Okay,
maybe time to pop that. But
Yep, I would pop the cold resistance.
Well, I mean, we feel like we should do like a cheers with it, right?
Yeah, we gotta do that before we get into the combat.
There's a toast to the newlyweds as you cheers your potion.
Pop it up with it. We gotta crack open the cold one for the boy.
Yeah,
for the girls.
crack a literal cold one.
Lime.
Why is D&D the greatest game ever? Holy
I
fuck.
want to, see Cora, I'm like, Cora. I reach my arm out to do the like locking arms thing, and then
The
like
wedding drink.
yeah.
And in the background, there's a walrus in a sled pulled by wolves. I imagine there's heavy metal music just playing from somewhere. It's fucking great.
You know, it's Master of Puppets.
So that's where we're gonna end for the night as the city of Yithrin starts to raise up within this icy cavern, decimating the ice bridge that connects it from the caves. The more and more of the ice falling from the glacier above, as you all prepare for the final encounter, or it looks to be the first part of the final encounter, for the coming thing. Awesome shit.
The coming thing.
No, awesome shit. So we're gonna be taking a probably a week pause, like literally week, as Erica and I will be out next week going to Montana for a wedding.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Nice.
Oh, where in Montana?
Fuck if I know. Billings?
One of the 3 towns. Yeah.
Missoula.
Actually,
We're
Montana's
flying
like 10
into
towns.
Missoula.
We're flying into Missoula.
But then we're driving.
Then we're driving somewhere afterwards. I don't know.
Okay. The important question is it west or
Going to
east?
Butt, Montana.
No idea.
Okay.
Oh, my favorite book is about that town.
But also, just as a last little thing,
Wait,
here is-
Hirokin or Porkins?
Here is for Thad. Here's the full.
Holy
staff.
fuck! There's a lot going on here.
No, you had the rest of it. Just now the curse
Oh,
is there.
it's a curse of bond. So it's there's a hit point max drop. Oh, I don't like that.
That would have been so bad for that.
Yeah, whatever.
That's like the worst person to have that.
Yeah, I am literally the worst person for that. I would just be.
Yep.
I would be. Oh my god.
There's a reason that I'm going to cast Warding Bond on you. Like,
But because a curse
Oh my god, you
removed.
still need to be greater restored.
mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Nuts.
yeah, me
But
too.
I don't know. But I don't have. I haven't not had my
hasn't had his-
HP dropped.
No, he has not had his HP dropped. He has not.
Oh, okay.
The curse.
Because
he
I'm
was
not. I'm not
cursed.
dropped to 0.
The effects of the curse showed, but he was not actually.
I have to.
Oh, each time you drop to 0. Okay.
Yeah. So
You already did.
I'm
Both
okay.
of you already did.
But holy shit, that's thematically
Yes.
incredibly like perfect for Thad. Well, anti-perfect, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
Mathematically
appropriate.
perfect.
So,
Yeah.
yo, round of applause for an absolutely amazing fucking
No, us
fucking
graduating
sesh.
one.
That was
Do we have
excellent.
I think it's our first campaign wedding.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yep.
I'm so happy I was able to do that.
Yo,
Holy
that was
shit.
okay. Real talk, that
Been
was
pushing it
hilarious.
for so
I like.
long.
I know. So I had already known that like Valhalla and Kolra had planned or had kind of planned to have some sort of like conversation about that, but Chuckles, the fact that you just like were just straight up just like ceremony. And it was just like, that just added so much to it that just made it so good. That was great. I was
I'm so happy it works. I was
no, that was
looking at
completely
the spell. I was like, yeah, it's like, oh, this spell looks good. Let's see what we can do with it. Holy shit, this is a perfect fit for what you guys want to do.
yeah.
Well, that's
I
why
love
I was
it.
also like, wait, because in my, and I truly like, but honestly, knowing that I wanted to have a conversation and did not know how it would like turn out and
This
what
was
would
a
come
great-
out of it.
Yeah, this was
And
a
so I was
great-
Yeah.
like, wait, just in case
Yeah,
it
And
ends
I'm
up working.
yeah. I think the mechanical effect is also perfect for you two, based on how you've interacted with each other this entire campaign.
It's gonna be hilarious though because Kolra is gonna fucking run off
And Valhanna's gonna have to chase.
Stay
Yep.
close.
Which has been the same thing that's been going on this entire campaign, but now with a mechanical reason to do so.
Well, but Kolra has wanted to stay close to Valhalla to protect her, though. Like,
True.
she
Oh,
would
sorry,
stay,
sorry,
like,
you're right.
right
It's
in
been- it's
front of
been the-
Valhalla. It's just more recently there's been that
Yeah,
weirdness.
yeah. Up to this point, it's been the other way. Like Kolra would be the one trying to stay close. Now you're the one who needs to try to stay close, probably.
It'll be
Which is
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, and also I literally while I was in the shower tonight, I just thought of the whatchamacallit, the walrus. I was like,
Walrus.
who could be the perfect like harbinger of Oral? Oh, the fucking walrus that you guys had a good time hanging out with at the fortress.
The fucking like surfer bro walrus just gliding
Oh
around.
yeah, it's a fucking totally dude, just like
Yeah.
surrender and like everything is gonna be fine.
Argyle incarnate.
Yeah, well, I mean, my thought process in that honestly was just like, yeah, he was having a great time just like surfing around, having a slide in the base of the fucking like Aural's fortress, and then all you fuckos like are gonna end this like endless winter, so like his fucking sick skate rink is just totally gonna be trashed.
He
So
knows he
fuck,
lives in the
it's just
north,
not-
right?
Yeah, it's just like
Wait, where's
he
the
just-
bad guys in the high school dramas from the 80s?
Yeah, he's
now?
just like, sorry, bros, but my shred is more fucking priority than your fucking mission, so sorry.
Yeah, they wanna close the skate rink to build a mall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? They're gonna make commerce happen here in fucking Tin Town. I hate it.
Oh,
yes.
fuck.
He
Oh,
he
my God.
absolutely,
corporate.
yeah,
thoughts.
he absolutely would not like the corporate vibes of what is going on, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. I'll be right back, and I think,
All right,
yep.
yeah, sorry for no break, but like, hey, we just kind of went through it. That was
Yep.
good.
Okay,
It was-
there's no breaks on this episode.
Absolutely.
No
Oh,
problem.
hell yeah.
I need to
Okay.
pee real bad, but I'll be right back as well. Yeah.
All right, BRB. All right, thanks for those who hung out tonight. Appreciate it. We're gonna end the stream. I'll play a little bit of music and then we'll head out. Derpy looking like a fucking I don't know, like weird hooded individual there. Like a I don't know. It's bad. It's interesting. All right, bye bye. Take it easy. Bye bye.
Thank